Darwinex Zero, is it a good way for you to get trading capital, or are you better off putting your money into a prop firm challenge? So if you have been following the prop firm space for the last couple of months, maybe even the last year, you will know that there has been a lot of problems, a lot of regulatory issues, a lot of issues with the MetaTrader platform as well. Some prop firms have even disappeared, such as my Forex funds. The Funded Trader had a lot of issues. They scammed a lot of people as well. Now they are back, but I would still say that they are complete scammers, so definitely stay away from them. The whole prop firm space has had a lot of issues, and they have just not been that reliable for getting trading capital. In these last couple of months, the popularity of the Darwinex platform has been steadily rising. Okay, so the Darwinex platform basically enables you to get trading capital. They give you funding, and then if you make a profit on the account, you get a profit split. So it is kind of similar to a prop firm, where a prop firm actually gives you trading capital. You pass a challenge, you make money on the account, and then you get a profit split. But the main two differences between a regular prop firm such as FTMO and the Darwinex platform are these ones. So the first difference is that a regular prop firm, let's say FTMO, is ran as a casino. Okay, so all of the revenue that a regular prop firm gets comes from the failed challenge fees. Exactly as a casino, a prop firm knows that it has an edge over most traders. Most traders lose money in the markets, so most traders will fail the challenge, and the prop firm gets the challenge fee. So all of the revenue comes from the challenge fees. When you make money on the funded account, the prop firm actually loses money. They have to pay you out from their own pocket. They pay you out from the failed challenge fees, and it is not in their best interest for you to make money on the account. They want the losing traders, they want the challenge fees. Whereas with Darwinex, well, they actually make money when you make money. They give you real money, they give you real funds, they connect you with real investors, and when you make money on the Darwinex account, Darwinex makes money as well, and the investors make money. Darwinex does not bet on you to fail. They actually want you to make the profits, and they help you to make the profits along the way. So that would be the first main difference. So the Darwinex business model is much more clean and much more fair to the actual traders. The second main difference is gonna be the profit split. So the profit split with FTMO, it goes all the way up to 90%. So if you make, let's say, $10,000 on your funded FTMO account, you can get up to $9,000 in your actual bank. So $9,000 is your actual payout. Whereas with Darwinex, your performance fee or your profit split is 15%. So if you make $10,000 of profit on the Darwinex account, you're going to get $1,500 as a profit split. So that is going to be your payout. Now that may seem a lot lower than, let's say, a classic prop firm model. So 15% compared to 80 to 90% with regular prop firms. But trust me, that is not the whole story. And in this video, I want to do a deeper dive into the Darwinex business model, as well as into all of the things that they offer. So with that said, let's get onto the PC and let's check out how you can get funded with the Darwinex platform. Here we are on the Darwinex Zero website. All right, there's going to be a link in the description of this video to sign up. This is what I'm personally using. There are a lot of ways to attract capital and get capital from Darwinex, but I'm personally using the Darwinex Zero. Let's go through it. So you have these stages. You have the stage 0, which is the calibration. So that is when you start trading, and basically in the calibration stage, you trade with virtual funds to generate trading signals. We ask you to accrue a number of trading decisions to train the risk engine. This allows us to package those signals as an index, your Darwin. All right, so this is similar to stage 1 and stage 2 with FTMO. Okay, so you get the calibration stage. That is basically where you need to, let's say, pass a funded challenge. So Darwinex analyzes your trades, analyzes your results, and then they create an index for you, which is your Darwin index. And everyone has a Darwin index. You can think of it as your small personal hedge fund that you start with to attract the actual investors. So again, stage 0, calibration. First stage, Darwinia Silver. Second stage, Darwinia Gold. Third stage, your index is open up to investors. So in Darwinia Silver and in the Darwinia Gold, you get real funds from Darwinex themselves. And in this stage, the third stage, you get funds from actual investors. Final stage, Darwinex Pro, that is when you can open up your hedge fund, right? So let's cover the first stage, Darwinex Silver. I'm personally in the calibration stage. We're gonna go through my dashboard a bit later. But first stage, Darwinex Silver, so meet the required rating to secure the minimum allocation or access a bigger one when you also perform better than the rest, okay? And how much seed capital can I get? 30k allocation if you obtain a minimum rating of 75 in the calibration stage, up to 375,000 euros allocation if in addition your rating is better than the other traders. How long do you have the allocation? So it is committed for 3 months. Once you get it, you're gonna have it for 3 months without actual additional conditions. And you can manage up to 3 allocations simultaneously as they are cumulative. And here they also have a very interesting calculator where you can calculate your actual rating of the strategy that you're trading. Okay, so if you go to the Darwinex Zero website and you click here, capital allocation, right, then this will pop up. Just scroll down, you will have this calculator. So let's say that you have made a 2.5% return this month. Okay, so it is now April. I think I made like 5 or 6% this month, but let's keep it at 2.5. And let's say that in the prior 5 calendar months, your cumulative percentage return was 5%. Let's keep it conservative and let's put 2.5% return this month, 5% return prior 5 calendar months. And then for the maximum percentage drawdown during the last 6 months, let's put, for example, minus 5%. Okay, your rating 77.43. Your expected allocation this month is gonna be 30,000 euros. Okay, so let's say that you made 10% in the prior 5 calendar months, and let's say your maximum drawdown during the last 6 months was minus 8%. So you can play around with these numbers. Again, your rating goes up 83.25. Your expected allocation this month is going to be 30,000 euros. And again, it's committed for 3 months. All right. And you get a 15% profit split. We're going to take a look at that a bit later of all the profits you make. If you make, let's say, 1,000 euro profit on this allocation, then you will get an actual profit split of 150 euros that hits your bank. That is your payout. So let's bump these numbers up. Let's say that the return this calendar month was 5% and that you made, let's put 15% in the prior 5 calendar months. Max drawdown, let's put it minus 10%. Your rating is now 90.7. Okay, and your expected allocation this month is gonna be 50,000 euros. So now you can see that the allocation is going up. Let's say you made 20% in the last 5 calendar months. Okay, now it goes up even more. It's 60K. Okay, let's bump it up. Let's say you made 30%. Let's say your max drawdown, keep it at 10. Okay, still 91. Okay, let's bump it up to, I don't know, 40. See what happens. Okay, so it doesn't go much above. Let's change this number. Now it goes up 93.9. Okay, these are some really good numbers. If you can make 10% this month and then the last 5 months you're making 40% with a 10% max drawdown, you're really good. You're golden. Let's say you have an even lower max drawdown. Now you're really talking. Now you're in the top 1% of all the Darwinex traders. I believe your rating is 97.46 and your expected allocation is absolutely huge. But even with that 30K allocation, it still looks very enticing. And you can build a nice track record for the investors as well. So even if you're making smaller percentage, you can still get some nice allocation from the Darwinex platform. What I recommend you do, take a look at your live trading results and put in how much you have made in these last couple of months. So open up this calculator, put in your numbers from your live trading results. I think, again, if I put in my results, I think I made like 5% this month. Last 5 months, I think I made around 20%. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the numbers, but let's put it like this. And my max drawdown, let's put it at -5. And my rating is gonna be 95. Even let's say it was 8%. 92.8%, and I can expect an allocation of 65,000 euros, which is really nice with a 15% profit split. I really like those numbers. Okay, moving on. Here you can actually see the Darwinex Silver ranking. So you can see all of the traders that are in Darwinex Silver. You can see how they are doing. All right, so we're going to take a look at this a bit later. So here we have the second stage, which is going to be Darwinex Gold. And how much seed capital can I get? Now it's up to 500,000 euros allocation if your return is better than the other traders. A much higher allocation recipient to participant rate than in Darwinex Silver. Your index opens to investors, maximizing your earning potential. For how long? And now it's 6 months. Okay, it used to be 3 months with the Darwinex Silver. Right here it's 3 months and it's up to 375. Here it's a bit higher. It's up to 500,000, and it's 6 months. And manage up to 6 allocations simultaneously as they are cumulative. All right, and here it was 3 allocations. So to recap, first stage is the calibration. So you need to take a couple of trades. I think it's 10 to 20 trades for the risk calibration engine to actually create your index, your Darwin. Now, how long will this take? Well, no one really knows. It all depends on how many trades you're taking per week, per month, and how good those trades are. I would definitely not recommend you go in and you take some really shitty trades, you gamble, because that's just not going to work. You're not going to get a good index. It's not going to be consistent either. I would say trade the Darwinex Zero account as you're trading your personal account. Just slap it on a trade copier, put it in the background, leave it running, okay? After, let's say, 10 to 20 trades, you will get your index and you will get your rating as well. Then with the rating, it will decide if you will get an allocation or if you don't get an allocation. So participation criteria for the Darwinex Gold. So we're on the second stage now. Here is the criteria. Minimum 8 months track record required. So for the Darwinex Silver, this is not the case. With gold, you need to have minimum 8 months track record and meet at least one of the following parameters. So depends on how many years you have been trading. Here is the minimum return. Here is the return to drawdown ratio, and here is the max drawdown with the minimum return. So if you have made more than 20% profit in your first year and your drawdown was less than 8%, meaning your drawdown return to drawdown ratio was higher than 2.5, well, then you can get into the Darwinex Gold program. If it's 2 years, these numbers, let's say it's 4 years, well, then you need to be making more than 35% profit. Return to drawdown more than 2.5, and max drawdown with minimum return. So your max drawdown can be 14% if you have made 35% profit. Okay, and we'll take your return since inception if it's less than a year. So those are the criteria for the Darwinex Gold. Here you can check out all of the Darwinex Gold rankings, right? All of the traders that are in Darwinex Gold. And let's move on to the third stage, which is gonna be investors. Basically your index, so your Darwinex index was first in calibration, then it was in silver, then it was in gold, then it opens up to actual investors, okay? Your index opens to real investors on reaching Darwinex Gold. Winning investors' trust means leveraging capital beyond the seed capital allocation program and therefore limitlessly. That means you're no longer getting funded with just Darwinex or getting funds from just Darwinex. You actually are now getting funds from real investors putting money into your small hedge fund, you can call it. So you're basically running a small hedge fund through the Darwinex platform, all right? The best traders in the Darwinex ecosystem have already attracted millions and get hundreds of thousands of euros in performance fees. So again, if you want to become an investor, you can also become an investor through the Darwinex platform. Okay, you can check it out. You can check out all of the Darwin indexes and you can invest into one. You can buy your Darwin to replicate its underlying strategy. And if you're a trader, again, your performance fee is still 15%. Darwinex pays you 15% of the profits you actually generate, all right? And the final stage is going to be the Darwinex Pro. It is when you open up an actual hedge fund, and you can see the hedge fund as a service provides all necessary resources for you to approach your own investors with your brand, your fees, without the competition of other Darwin indices. Focus on strategy development and capital raising, and Darwinex Pro takes care of the rest, from execution and back office to professional marketing materials to dazzle your investors. All right. So if you're looking to open up an actual hedge fund with your own branding, with your own fees, you can check out this link right here. And if you want to know how much does it cost, well, if you go to this page, fee structure, one-time setup fee of 10,000 euros plus VAT paid upfront. And you also have assets under management based fee subject to 5,000 euros plus VAT yearly minimum. So that is the fee structure you're looking at if you want to open up a real hedge fund with your personal fee structure, right? If you don't want to go through the Darwinex platform. So here you have the 15% performance fee. That is what I was talking about. And again, Darwinex pays you like investors pay a hedge fund manager. Look at the global benchmark. This is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. Most hedge fund managers, the ones you see on Wall Street and such, get 15 to 20% performance fee and 1.2% management fee from all of the profits that they make on the accounts that they're managing from investors. So you trade and your strategy attracts investors from whom Darwinex collects 20% performance fee and 1.2% management fee. So most hedge fund managers that you see on Wall Street, if they make $10 million in 1 year, then they will get, let's say 20%, they will get a $2 million performance fee. So you can look at it as a payout, okay? They will get a 2 million payout from the actual profits that they made as a hedge fund manager. So it's the same sort of a payout structure. It is used all around the world. It is used everywhere in finance. So don't think that what the prop firms are doing, the 80 to 90% payout structure or the profit split, is sustainable. It's not sustainable. It's not used anywhere else. It is only used with prop firms to entice you to actually get a funded account. Again, prop firms are ran exactly as a casino. They want to attract as much people buying the challenges, failing the challenges. They want to collect as much challenge fees as they can. Okay, so it is in their goal to attract as many failing traders as they can. That is why they put the profit split all the way to 80 to 90%. So it pays traders a 15% performance net. So it takes 20% and 1.2% from the investors, and it gives 15% to the traders as a performance net, as a share of profits generated on investors and or on seed allocations. That means if you make 10,000 euros on the Darwinex account, you're going to get 15%, which is going to be 1,500 euros as a profit split. So on top of attracting investors for your personal index, Darwinex handles all of the rest. So Darwinex carries with all the operations, technology, compliance, back office support. So all of the legal stuff, all of the technology, connecting you with investors, finding investors. So that is really nice to have. So if you don't want to go through the Darwinex Zero route, there is also an option of opening a live account, which doesn't cost anything. You can go to darwinex.com. You can open a live account with the Darwinex broker, and you need to put in, I think the minimum is 1,000 euros. Okay, and then you can get access to the same things. Okay, so you can trade under the best conditions. So you can trade with the Darwinex broker. You can receive seed capital. You can attract investor capital, and of course open up your personal hedge fund. So it's basically the same thing as the Darwinex Zero, but you don't need to pay all of the fees with the Darwinex Zero platform. You can just open up a account here, and you have the opportunity to attract seed and investor capital alongside other traders. So if you just scroll through this page, you can profit from your success. You get access to the Darwinia, where you get an index, all right? You get access to investor capital. So it's the same thing as the Darwinex Zero, but you don't need to pay the monthly subscription. And again, if you want to go through the route that I chose, if you want to go with the risk-free route, you can go with the monthly subscription, and then you get also access to seed capital as well. You basically get access to everything we just talked about. So there are two routes how to go about it. There is the Darwinex Zero route, which is here, or you can open up an account with the Darwinex broker, put in a minimum of 1,000 euros, and then go with that route. And another thing you can do with Darwinex is you can import your track record. So you can import your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 track record into Darwinex, and then if you decide to open a real account with Darwinex, you'll be able to start on top of your accrued track record. This way you can opt for attracting investor capital right from the beginning. So if you have a good track record already, you can import it, Darwinex will analyze it, and they will create a Darwin index straight from your trading history. If you want to go through this route and importing your actual track record, I would suggest contacting Darwinex support, and they will help you to handle everything. So here is my personal Darwinex Zero dashboard. This is my account. This is the ticker that I got, OHGE, all right? And here are the stats. So I'm still in the calibration stage. My return since inception is 5.68%. Max drawdown is minus 3.29%. And again, assets under management is going to be 0 because this is still in the calibration stage. So all of these pages are locked because it's waiting for the calibration stage to be over. Here is when the calibration stage will be done. So trading days, you need minimum 10. I am now 5 out of 10 trading days, and the risk calibration is at 18%. So I think for me personally, the risk calibration stage is going to take a bit longer. So I may finish all of the trading days. Now it's April. I may finish it in May. But for this to be done, I think I'm going to need around maybe 3, 4, or 5 months for the whole calibration stage to be fully done. If we scroll lower, you're gonna see all of the trades that I have taken. So I started the calibration stage on the 3rd of April 2024. Here is the equity curve. So got some really good profit. I was up like 9.1% and now in a bit of a drawdown, but it is what it is. I just keep following the plan, keep executing. April was a really, really good month for me. And you have all of these statistics. Again, not a lot of stats because I haven't taken a lot of trades. I have only been trading this calibration stage for this month of April. And that's about it for my personal dashboard. Again, still in the calibration stage, waiting to see when the trading days and the risk calibration will be over. I would highly, highly recommend that you do not force trades or force setups or take some very aggressive setups because you're gonna screw up your index, okay? Your index is gonna get screwed. You're not gonna get a good enough result. You're not going to get a good rating, and it is just going to be a waste of your money and the waste of your time. So my best advice is open up a Darwinex Zero account, slap it onto a trade copier, use, let's say, Traders Connect, connect it to your master, let's say, IC Markets personal account. That's what I did. So I have a personal IC Markets account. I just connect the Darwinex Zero with my master IC Markets, and all of the trades that I execute on my personal account get copied over to the Darwinex account as well. If you're wondering, I risk 1% on this demo Darwinex account. So you get like 100,000 euro demo account, and I just risk the 1% per trade. Okay. And it doesn't really matter if you risk 0.5 or 1% per trade because again, Darwinex does the risk calibration for you. So any of the results that you get, Darwinex actually packages it into the most optimal risk parameters. So they have a really good risk calibration engine. And once you pass the calibration stage, once you have a rating, they actually manage the risk for you. So you could be risking like 2% per trade or even 5% per trade on the actual demo MetaTrader account, but they can present it to the investors as, let's say, the strategy doing 0.1% risk per trade because the investors want small drawdowns and small returns. So you may be risking 2% per trade, making like 30% in 3 months with, let's say, 15% drawdown. But what the investors want to see, they want to see 3% return in the last 3 months with, let's say, maximum 1.5% drawdown. Okay, that is why Darwinex does all of the risk calibration, especially when they present your index to investors. Okay, so in my personal opinion, most investors really want that small maximum drawdown. They don't want to be seeing 10%, 15%, 20% drawdown in 1 year. That is not favorable. That is not something that's going to attract investors. They want to see that, let's say, 2 to 3% maximum drawdown with, let's say, 5 to 10% profit per year. So just wanted to add in this bit about the risk engine. So how does the risk engine of Darwinex work? Well, it's an algorithm that manages the risk of Darwins independently of the risk taken by the trader, all right? The risk engine is the mechanism that lies in between the signal account and the Darwin, thereby regulating Darwin risk and ensuring that the target risk of all Darwins is the same, which is 6.5% maximum monthly VAR. So this means if you keep risking, let's say 3% or 5% on the actual demo account that you get in MetaTrader, that doesn't mean that your investors will be risking that same percentage. The Darwinex algorithm will automatically adjust your risk so that it's more attractive to investors and so that the drawdowns are not as big. Again, the Darwinex Zero Risk Engine is an algorithm that manages the risk of Darwins independently of the risk taken by the trader. So if you take 5% risk per trade, Darwinex will adjust it to a, I would say, much smaller risk. And once you pass the calibration stage and you reach the Darwinex Silver, well, you actually get a number on the bottom left of your screen that tells you exactly by how much is your risk multiplied. So it can be multiplied by 1.5 or 2, or it can be multiplied by, let's say, 0.1 or 0.5 if you're risking a lot of percentage per trade. So that's important to know. This is a whole article. If you're interested, I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description of this video. So I also want to take a look at the pricing. Again, if you're trading Forex, it's going to be MetaTrader 5 or 4. It's going to be 95 euros up front and then 38 euros per month. Sign-up fee includes the calibration stage and the first participation in Darwinex Silver. And then after the calibration stage, the price you'll pay monthly will be lower and your subscription period will start with your second participation in Darwinex. So you can see step 1, one-off payment, then step 2, calibration stage and index creation. You don't pay anything else here. And then once you have your index created, you're trying to get into Darwinex Silver and Darwinex Gold, you have the monthly subscription payment. So you're paying the 38 euros per month. Darwinex Zero also has a leaderboards section. So if you go to Darwinex, right here, click this. Okay, I'm just gonna hide my webcam. Here you have the leaderboards. This is for the Darwinex Silver. So you have the top 3 tickers here. Again, you have the allocation. So this ticker is 375,000. This one is 315. This one is 265. And it's all a 3-month allocation. As you can see here, you can see the statistics of the strategy. Okay, so if you want to check out the leaderboards, they are here. It's the same with Darwinex Gold. Okay, here you have the max allocation is going to be €500,000. It's going to be for 6 months. The return is going to be 22.82%. And if you click past editions, again, you can have this March 2024 ranking, have the winner, with a top rating. You have the best ranked among those participating in Darwinex Silver for the first time. You have the best return. Okay, so this guy made 19.78%. And you have the best streak, receiving capital allocation for 8 consecutive months. I want to show you another very interesting number. So if you click rules here, okay, so it's Darwinex, and then you click rules, it explains everything we just covered. And then you can see how much seed capital allocations does Darwinex actually offer. So Darwinex Silver, if your Darwin has a rating of 75 or more, it will receive an allocation. To be distributed among the first 260 Darwins is going to be around 14.4 million euros. And from position 261, if you get a rating over 75, you have a guaranteed seed capital allocation of 30,000 euros. And here you can see all of the positions. Again, 260 positions. So you can see how much allocation do they actually get. So this is nice to know exactly how much money is being distributed in Darwinex Silver. For gold, it's gonna be 5.78 million euros. Okay, and how many positions? 62 positions for Darwinex Gold. You can see the allocation right here. Very, very interesting. You can look at these numbers and you can see exactly how many traders are getting the allocation in silver and how many of them are getting the allocation in gold. For this final section of the video, I want to show you some very interesting, some very successful traders from the Darwinex platform. Again, these are all of the indexes that you can personally look at on the Darwinex platform. First is THA, okay? Look at this. So return since its inception, 779%. annualized return 25.7, track record 9.5 years, okay, maximum drawdown minus 13.75, best month 12.5, worst month minus 6.2. And here you can see that you actually can make consistent money in trading, okay. Here is a trader with 9.5 years of track record of successful profits. Look at this, steady curve going to the upside, okay. I'm gonna hide my webcam again. Steady curve from the 14th of January 2015 all the way to the 1st of April 2024. Here you can see all of the years from 2015 to 2024. You can see all of the results. You can see the cumulative yearly result as well. And you can see for this year, this particular trader is actually negative. So for 2024, he is a little bit negative, minus 0.62%. But look at the cumulative result, plus 779%. Very good profits. Look at these years, and this is exactly what you can expect in trading, okay? This is great. I love these statistics. So this is his best year. This was great, a great year. This one was nice as well. This 43% in 2022, really great. But then he has some smaller years as well. Still profitable though, 8.67, 9.72, 13.26, and then currently he is a bit negative, but I'm sure he will bring it back into the profits. So he still has a lot of months left in 2024. So Darwin is investable since 21st of January 2017. That means this particular trader actually imported his track record. Okay, he imported his MetaTrader track record. That is why you can see it goes all the way back from 2015, but the strategy has been trading with Darwinex since 2017. If you scroll a bit lower, here you can see if you had invested 10,000 euros on, let's say, January of 2021, 1st of January, your investment would have returned around $4,500. Okay, sorry, it's in dollars. So around 45.78%. And yes, you can actually invest in this particular index. If you go to Darwinex, you can join one of the investors that are investing in THA, okay, and you can make some profits. And if you scroll even lower, well, then you can find some more statistics. Again, win rate. Look at the win rate of this trader, 30.6%. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. In trading, you don't have to have a high win rate. It's all about making the winners big, making the losers small. It's having a good risk to reward. So when you win big. When you lose small. Look at this trader. Even with a win rate of 30.6%, and he has made a lot of trades, again, 15.5 thousand trades, okay, and average trade duration was 2 hours and 52 minutes. Look at the pairs he's trading. I'm trading EU, I'm trading GU, I'm trading AU, okay, and I'm not trading USD JPY, but I'm trading these three. So even with this win rate, he's making steady percentage every single year for the last, 9 years. Let's check out another one. This is SYO, okay, return since inception 167, annualized return 14%, track record 7.5 years. So if you think that the example that I just showed you is isolated, well, no, it's not. There are a lot of traders making successful yearly returns. Again, 7.5 years track record, maximum drawdown minus 12.08%. Best month is going to be 11.66%. Worst month minus 8.78%. Look at this equity curve. See? There are some drawdowns, but overall steadily going to the upside. Here we have the results as well. Every year seems to be positive except 2024. 2024 has been a bit tough on traders, so he's down minus 6%. But this trader has already proven a steady track record, and I'm sure that he will be able to get out of this drawdown and make a nice profit at the end of the year. And I mean, these are not huge profits. This is definitely achievable. He has some really big years. This one is pretty big, this one as well. But overall, it's kind of steady. Okay, this one is small, this one is small, this one is kind of smaller as well. So even with these smaller, steady returns, this trader is still very successful. And if you scroll lower, you can see already in 714 portfolios with 7.4 million assets under management. Okay, so this trader is managing around $7.4 million. And the final one I want to show you for today, FFG. Again, you can search it up on the Darwinex platform. 77.62% return since inception. 1.5 years track record, maximum drawdown minus 12.98%. Here's the equity curve going very steady, very nicely. Here are the yearly results. Okay, here's the cumulative results as well. This year he is down, so it looks like it's been a bit of a tough year for traders, but the cumulative percentage is still very nice. And this index is definitely open to investors, because if we scroll lower, you can see current investments in FFG, 418 portfolios with $3.4 million assets under management. The win rate is 73.67%, right? And the Darwinex invest capital, so how much does Darwinex have invested in FFG, is 665,000 euros. And let's see what he's trading. EU, I'm trading it. GU, also I'm trading it. AU, I'm trading it as well. USD CHF, I'm not. Okay, so very interesting number of trades, 1,400 trades. So this trader has a very high win rate. It's really nice, but it doesn't mean anything, okay? The win rate doesn't mean anything. It may make the overall drawdowns a bit more steady, but even with a lower win rate such as THA, like 30.6%, you can still make some very good profits, some very good money, get investor capital, okay? This guy has like 32 million, okay? This guy has 7.4 million. This trader has, what did we say? This trader has 3.4 million in assets under management. So he is steadily making some very nice percentage, even with this drawdown. Look at this drawdown, minus 12.98% maximum drawdown. That's a lot, but it's part of trading. It is just how trading goes. Again, you're gonna have drawdowns. That is why I recommend you analyze these three indexes, all right? I'm gonna put a link to all of these indexes in the description of this video, as well as a discount to sign up for Darwinex Zero if you're interested. So everything is gonna be in the description of this video. Compare your returns and your max drawdown to all of these indexes, and then you will see if Darwinex Zero is for you. Again, these numbers are definitely achievable if you're a consistently profitable trader with a proven trading edge. So in conclusion, is Darwinex worth your money, or should you invest all of your money into a prop firm such as FTMO or the 5%ers? I would say that the Darwinex platform is definitely worth it. I would highly recommend that you purchase a Darwinex Zero account, put it on a trade copier such as Traders Connect, connect it to your master account, and just keep it running in the background, okay? Just keep executing your trades, keep following your personal plan, and keep building up that track record. Eventually, you will pass the calibration stage, you will achieve a rating, and then you may be eligible to get actual funds from Darwinex or from investors. So it's kind of a long-term game. I believe it's gonna take you a bit longer to pass that calibration stage and to get a good rating, but once you achieve it, once you get the funding, once you get the capital, you know that you're safe and that the company is not actually betting on you to fail. They don't want to pay you out. They can be gone tomorrow. You have prop firms dropping left and right. You never know which ones are fully safe. I recommend FTMO and the 5%ers, but you never know. FTMO may close up shop. Some regulations may come in and FTMO may be done, and then your capital is completely gone. But Darwinex is fully regulated. Your track record is built on there. You can attract real investors through the Darwinex platform, and you can achieve steady payouts. I'm looking forward to see what will happen with my account. Again, I'm still in the calibration phase, but once that is done, I'm very interested to see what my rating will be and how much allocation I will actually get. So don't put all of your eggs into one basket, okay? Don't waste all of your money for prop firms. Save some money on the side, put it on the Darwinex Zero platform, keep building a good track record, and start acquiring some funding through Darwinex as well. It is important to spread out your risk, okay? It is important to have accounts with multiple prop firms and with Darwinex and a personal account. That is going to be the best and the most efficient way for you to extract consistent profits from the markets. So again, if you want to sign up for the Darwinex platform, all of the links will be in the description of this video, as well as a discount. If you want to learn how to trade, well, go to zentumtrading.com. You have free mentors at your disposal. We offer a step-by-step learning plan as well as personal support from the three of us. We have a lot of experience with trading our personal accounts as well as trading funded capital. All of the proof is of course on the website. We even have a free Discord you can join. Again, all of the information is at zentumtrading.com. That would be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next one.